We're here at Aspire 2026 with my man Christian here, and of course we're seeing the great speaking as well. You know, from as well the old ones that have come here as well, from David Goggins, but Jordan Belfort killed it. Just amazing, you know, telling us about sales, marketing, and more. And actually, that's Christian's forte.
Yep.
But you know, what brought you here today more than ever, Christian?
Well, for one, I know everyone who is really obsessed around like branding, marketing, because they're trying to scale their business, right? But one thing that I want to come here and do is be of service. And one thing I want people to understand is really breaking down what it means to build a brand. What does it mean to have a marketing plan? What does it mean to have a structured sales process? Because one thing I want people to understand is like there's a distinction between each phase of the process. You got branding, marketing, sales, right? Your brand is your reputation. Your brand is your product, right? What do you do consistently, right? Once you establish that, you have marketing. How do you take that brand and put it in front of the right people, right? So now you have marketers. But now, then you take that marketing and you create a demand. How do you convert that demand into a transaction? That's sales, right? So first, I need people to understand that part of it, saying, hey, what is your brand? What is your marketing plan? And how do you plan on converting that sale into a transaction? So when I'm talking to entrepreneurs, I'm trying to listen to make sure to see where they are in the understanding process, and then have they distinctly come up with the solution for each phase, because that's the full funnel that you're going to need to make money. And that's called true scalability.
Chris is dropping them gem bombs, boom, 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 boom. And that's what it's all about, of course. Even what I do, you know, I'm doing my crypto show. It's called the World Famous Kid and Walt Show. And with DeFi Media, we're getting amazing interviews like yourself. And that's what it's all about. People love us because of our reputation, of course. And that's how it is, how you show up every day. And as well, having the best interest for the projects and everyone, you know, new investors, you know, people that are old investors, OGs, quote unquote, but want to find some projects they can learn about, but also have, you know, a reliable platform.
Absolutely.
You know, and our marketing strategy is, you know, is top notch when we come to always wanting to go above and beyond, but we can always learn more. And it seems like you definitely could as well help in our sector, in our industry as well.
Yeah. And I think with all that, people, like everyone here is trying to sell something, right? And I love it. It's not in a bad thing. It's just because everyone has a true value proposition. But what I want to make sure companies are able to do and entrepreneurs are able to do is, how do you make sure you're able to deliver on your value promise? Because you're saying certain things, right? Your business, your brand is bigger than a slogan. If you say your slogan, can you actually deliver on your value promise, right? I'm an engineering background, right? Engineering and physics. When you think about engineering, it's about how do you replicate your successes and permanently fix your failures. That's a system, right? So when I'm talking to an entrepreneur, you mentioned the word reliability.
Yes.
Ultimately, the more reliable you are, the stronger your brand's going to be. So I want to make sure you have the right SOPs. What's your recipe to success? How do you replicate your successes and permanently fix your failures? So when I'm talking to these entrepreneurs, I want to make sure, yes, you got the front-facing thing. You can shake their hand and say the right things, but are you able to deliver consistently day in and day out, whether you're present or not? And that's really the bread and butter around what value proposition and how I consult with companies. Is like, yeah, you have the facade, but how do we make sure the engine actually runs?
And it's well needed, because so many people want to learn how to, you know, start their businesses and ideas that they have. But first, you know, they're also, you know, really stressing more than the ideas, you need capital. But also when you're spending that capital, you want to do it right. And of course, to get yourself out there, you could have the best idea, but if you don't know how to explain it, or you don't have proper marketing, you know, things don't really happen. So I love what you're bringing to everybody. Is there any way you can let us know where you can be found from Instagram, Twitter, or a website?
Well, if you're looking for me on LinkedIn, Christian Neil is my brand alias. And on Instagram is Chris Neil, TheChrisNeil. I'm starting to push my more content as far as raising awareness and educating people are understanding. So again, if you can engage with me and I can help you in some kind of way to hit at least one milestone, I've done my job. I've succeeded here in the world. So that's what I'm all about.
No, I'm glad I got this interview, Christian, before you become a really big timer out in the game. I can feel the energy and I love it. And I definitely feel like you know you're definitely going to inspire a lot of people for marketing ideas and strategies to help, you know, their brand be full successful. But appreciate you again.
Absolutely. I want to share one more thing.
Cool.
So my mantra is premium only. The best option is the only option. Don't downgrade your vision, upgrade your effort. So that's what I'm all about. So of course we're here at Aspire, right? We all have aspirations to do great things. But you know what? Whatever vision you have, don't downgrade the vision, upgrade your effort. Let's make it happen.
Let's go. Aspire, baby. Let's go.